Cinco de Mayo here at the Monaca SOI. So before you hit the beach, crack open an ice cold Corona. And yes, Bios con Dios, as we salute you as you make a journey into the Cinco de Mayo weekend with some Jose Cuervo. When only the best will do, it's top shelf with your Pratte pack, always at the Monaca SOI. Thanks to Dave Mester, my bud, my coon, for shooting this on my Samsung Galaxy X7. He, of course, Greg Dulles, Vantage Management Group, resident sports attorney and agent, part of the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday brand every Sunday at noon. But we're here at the Monaca SOI. Still to come, Bernie Vukovic talks Canelo Alvarez and Amir Khan coming up at the Mobile T Arena in Vegas Saturday night. We begin with the Pens. Patrick Hornquist, the OT goal. It's good. They're up 3-1 against Washington, Greg.
Yeah, you know, and the Penguins seemingly were being outplayed a little bit in the middle part of the series. Yesterday's game, not so much, but a real nice performance. They're getting great goaltending, a soft goal early in that game, but Murray was fantastic after that. One thing that has been shown is he can be beaten up high a little bit, and for a big goaltender, that's strange, but you notice he's got that butterfly technique. He's always down on the ice. Everybody's shooting high now, going to the top shelf of the net.
And he's 6'3", so that is kind of strange. 34 saves for the 21-year-old rookie, who now has more wins than any other rookie netminder in the history of the NHL in his rookie season, so congratulations to him. Let's talk about the Capitals. Alexander Ovechkin, really, just a couple of goals, 7 assists. He's had a very difficult time, but they have played control hockey to where you almost would think they were going to beat the Pens, but they just can't finish. Why?
It's funny, Rob, you know, listen to some of the post-game comments of Barry Trotz, who I've taken to call Hershey Squirts instead of Barry Trotz. He's just nothing but a complaining guy, although he's a handsome individual. I will say that much about him.
We'll give him something for that. I'll give him a shot of Jose Cuervo.
But he's so frustrated because they are getting good shots, and the puck's just not going in for them right now. They're having a lot of issues with finishing plays, and that's where Ovechkin's having a problem. He's not burying the puck. Boy, TJ Oshie's having a great series. That's one heck of a hockey player. Actually outplaying Ovechkin as far as I can tell.
All right, let's talk about the defense of the Penguins. Ole Mata out after getting blasted, by Brooks Orbick. Letang out after blasting Marcus Johansson. But Ben Lovejoy, Ian Cole really have been solid along with Trevor Daley.
Well, Daley's been the classic. I mean,
he's 22.
What did he play? 28 minutes last night, 20 minutes in the first two periods. Just really a solid individual. And I was going to talk about him earlier in the week as having some struggles. He was giving away the puck, turning it over early in the first couple of games of the series, but really played solidly last night and played a lot of hockey.
All right, now, the Pens and Caps Saturday at the Verizon Center, 7:15. You can see it on NBC. You're not supposed to look ahead, but if they can get past Washington, I think I may be reserving a little of this for Lord Stanley's Cup. It's looking good.
It really is, Robin. It almost, if you go back to maybe 4 weeks prior to the end of the NHL season, we were thinking they could struggle to make it into the playoffs, and hey, if we get to a second round, that's great. And now, like you said, you don't want to put the cart before the horse, but almost all of a sudden now you're thinking, we've got a Stanley Cup contender, if not Stanley Cup winner. It's time to go back to those old days and have those little parties that you used to have in the backyard.
All right, now we go to the Pittsburgh Pirates, taking a well-deserved day off. Look, because they got toasted by the Chicago Cubs. Let's talk about what happened to the Pirates, who are now 15-12 and in second place in the National League Central, behind the Cubs, who have the best record in baseball.
It was interesting. Clint Hurdle usually uses the analogy, we shower well. They wash off the game and they go. In this case, he used the term, we're going to flush it, because that's about how they played with these last 3 games. They were awful.
First sweep of the Buccos for the Cubs since 2012. They got it done May 6th, back in action in St. Louis, Liriano with Martinez. And you can hear it, of course, on 93.7 The Fan. The next time they're home, the Braves will be at PNC Park May 16th to the 19th. The Rockies will be here May 20th to the 22nd, so get your tickets now.
Rob, who would have thought you would be looking at the Cardinals as a break in your schedule? I mean, as bad as they've beaten up the Pirates over the last few years.
Zorbas had a 3-run homer for the Cubs in that game yesterday. Anthony Rizzo, I like this kid. Solo shot, 3 hits on the night. And John Lester also pitches out of a couple of jams. the Pirates left a lot of people on the bases.
They did, but the 3-run dinger came up after McCutchen made a play. A ball knocked on him. I understand it was a tough play, but McCutchen, 99 times out of 100 makes that catch. That inning's over. Zobrist never comes up to hit that home run. So there was a little bit of luck of the bouncing ball and whatever you want to call it, but luck played into it a little bit. But they really got solidly outplayed by the Cubs, who I think took that as making a statement as to we're the team to beat right now.
All right, look, you have got some great people on TNT, the brand that Ted Turner launched many years ago. And when it comes to the NBA, I believe that Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaq, and Charles Barkley are the best, okay? I make every watering hole that I attend turn down the jukebox to listen to those guys. They, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers, right now, I gotta believe, the team to beat. And I know some will argue that, especially with San Antonio and others out there, Golden State. But when you look at what LeBron James has been able to do with this lineup, J.R. Smith, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson, and the thought of him going to the Lakers this summer with Kevin Durant from OKC has got to make him nervous in Cleveland. But one thing I know now, they're playing great basketball, up 2 games to none over Atlanta. Last night, they break an NBA record, 25 three-pointers and a 123-98 win over the Hawks.
If somebody said to you, pick the team that's going to break the record during this playoff run for three-pointers, and you didn't pick Golden State, they would have looked at you like you had 4 eyes.
Right.
But it wasn't Golden State, it was Cleveland, and that really is a team that, again, is a force to be reckoned with. Any team that's got LeBron James on it is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
You know, Donald Trump's been on a roll of late, right?
No, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I tell you, he's a smart man. He's going to be at the Alvarez Khan fight because of Oscar De La Hoya's invitation. So we're going to talk that next when we invite Bernie Vukovic to the stage here at the Monaco SOI. And again, happy and safe Cinco de Mayo. Never drink and drive. In the Valley, give Uber a shout. JV Taxi out of Pittsburgh. Yellow Cab of Pittsburgh. Cinco de Mayo. Great people. The Monaco SOI. Boxing next.